there. Now we will record the session. So, in the first session, maybe not the last one, but before that, we understood that the world enters into the mind and does not leave. It acts as a COVID virus. So the mind works with the attachment, sorrow, suffering, and delusion. The mind has a previous experience. Now this mind is totally empty. So I have a thought of delusion, but mind is empty. Now mind is clear. So whether the thought is expressed or not, it doesn't make any difference. So that thought is just for the sake of transactional word. Oh, you had a depression, so mind recalls. So I also had a depression. But now there is no more. So in that thought, there is no desire. It is simply an expression. It is simply an expression. That mind does not say, I was in delusion. It never even thinks of it. But it knows clearly what is delusion. So, what is the difference between a person who is awakened, who says, I am, and who is not awakened, who says, I am? Yes, you are going on the right track. So that needs to be I am. I am. Mind says, come on, you have a pain in the body. I am. I'm a businessman. I am. Mind is ready. So it is due to COVID virus. I am rich. I mind. Okay. Mind creates me and mine. That is the word. On the 1st of December, we were discussing that this word enters into the mind, does not leave it, it constantly agitates and creates millions and millions of the thoughts. Why? Because of attachment, detachment, emotional dependence, and because of sorrow and the suffering, and ultimately the delusion. Now, I don't recognize that delusion. So, what happens? When I have only $1 in the bank account, now see how the mind works. Mind says, I'm not rich. Come on, this has nothing to do with I am. Condition is outside. I am single or married, that is outer condition. This person is single. This person is married. It has nothing to do with I am. Situational, conditional, relationship. That is where the mind comes and causes the ignorance. We are going deeper. So when we continue to live outside, mind takes one step further and claims we are the body, we are the mind. So I have this money, I have. That I have this much of money does not go inside, it remains outside. See that? But because of the COVID, mental COVID, the mind instantly takes a shape and creates one thought, second thought, third thought. So what happens? That is what we covered in the December 1st. Our life, our center of life is the word. And that is non essential. What is essential is my real self. And we expanded further in the next last session. So, when the mind is obsessed with the world, it creates a pleasure seeker in me. But I'm not a pleasure seeker. I'm not the doer, I'm not the enjoyer. I will take up that part very deeply so that it becomes clear. Uh, how? But I'm just giving you a reflection. So if you reflect on it, you can come out with a clarity. And that is why I'm talking about it. Take the simple example. I performed an action. What is that action? I left this mask. The moment I perform the action, now this action went to the existence. What it means? It has to follow the law of gravitation. It has to follow certain law. Any action that I do, I got married. After that, that act of marriage will enter into the law of existence, law of God. Law of gravitation is not present in the mask.
Yes, of
So
course.
that is what I say, that it is independent. So any action that I do, I have done the action. So my mind says, no, this action is done to earn $1 million. No, action is done. Now it has to follow the law of existence. It has to follow the law of existence. It follows the law of gravitation. But my mind says, I have done this action. I am the doer, so I must get the result. I got married. I married with you. You are most beautiful girl, so you should follow me. Nobody follows after a few weeks and months. We know what we have done.
So we put seeds to the ground and we hope to got result, some fruits or some wheat.
But that result is not in my hand. It has to follow the law of existence.
Yes, yes.
It depends on my attitude. It depends on the way I perform the action. It depends on the desire inherent in that action. So, why should I be not free after performing an action? Just go opposite.
So knowledge of that we can got result did us do us egoistic.
So, what is that knowledge? That I am not separate from this entire existence. The existence will bring the result based on the past karma, my attitude, and other laws. It has to follow the other laws. I did it with an emotional feeling that you should get the maximum knowledge. So I am in the mode of giving. I performed it. So what happens? I don't remain the doer and the enjoyer. Now let the existence, now that existence will give you the knowledge based on your attitude, your level of awareness. Not so why should I take the doership and the enjoyership? Are you getting it? So I'm leaving that part and we will go in detail in future sessions. So in the last week, what we did, to know is one thing and to realize is another. That is what I covered. I have a big house, but to have a happy home is totally another. To have a wonderful wife is one thing, but to have a happy marriage is totally another. You see that? So you go on thinking like this, whether mind takes, now here comes that is what we discussed, that whether when the mind takes non essential as essential, there is the problem. Non essential. So when the mind takes non essential as an essential, mind behaves like matter. And when mind behaves like matter, then it becomes a pleasure seeker. And when it becomes a pleasure seeker, now go to Patanjali, you have already understood the first three states of the mind: wandering, forgetfulness, and obsessed mind. The mind will continue to live into that. It will prevent you to realize what is real self, what is essential. So, we should understand. My master used to talk about the three words bhoga. Bhoga means all kinds of pleasure, enjoyment. Roga, disease, and then comes yoga. Bhoga, roga, yoga. Normally it is a bhog, rog, yog. In English, we say, we add a. So you see that bhoga means enjoyment and pleasure. Now, from where this mind has learned that this world is for enjoyment? Ask your mind. That will make the things very clear. You are beautiful. You are a woman for my enjoyment. Okay, I understand this statement, but mind, from where you learned this?
From Ananda.
Go a little deeper, but I don't know what is Anand.
Yeah, because if your own nature is Ananda, so it means that you always will have this knowledge.
Yeah. You can say like this. What you have said. It means something that I earn. I live with my wife. I have all the gadgets for pleasure, which is nothing but enjoyment. That is okay. I use phone, home, car, clothes for pleasure, women for man for pleasure. No doubt. No doubt. I use it. Now, when we say that this mind, in the absence of Ananda, uses these objects and people for my enjoyment. Mind takes tea and enjoys. Mind sleeps on the bed and enjoys. Mind lives in a home and enjoys. Mind drives the car and enjoys. But from where the mind got this desire that this object is a desire for pleasure? That is what I'm asking. How come this object is a desire for my pleasure?
But because feeling incompleteness, we always want to reach completeness, and
But mind knows this is not going to make me complete. So there may be something else.
but there is two kinds. There is pleasure and happiness or ananda. So pleasure is the short time pleasure,
But the pleasure
and
pleasure is absent in mask.
in mask, yeah, but yes, but my mind is interpreted like object for pleasure.
Yes.
So because my
We are coming closer. The mind.
because my culture and my education, so our culture includes some instruments to get pleasure,
Yes.
some holidays and relationship.
And even deeper than that, this mind has created a relationship of me and mine. I possess it, hence, it is an object of enjoyment. Wife considers and claims that this husband, so I possess this person. So this person is for my enjoyment. So there is a me and mine factor. I am lost. I am real self, that is already gone. So I created I am with reference to the world outside, and this mind declares that this world is only for pleasure and enjoyment. So what happens? Mind mechanically, habitually, instinctively continues to seek pleasure and enjoyment with reference to likes and dislikes. Reference is always there with likes and dislikes. So the likes and dislikes by default is working. This mind has reached to a new level of abnormality, if I say so, that it never thinks why I am enjoying this. I am enjoying because I like it. But I like today, I don't like after a few weeks in case of our partner.
Yes, but from other side, lifestyle. So I like the size of my house, my car, and it became
Your size of the house has an element of likes and dislikes.
yes.
So
Yes.
the main root factor is likes and dislikes, me and mine.
Me and mine.
Mine, I have a big house. That is what you said. Mine.
Yes, but why my became me happy?
So
Question.
that me is I am in relationship to the world, and the world is seen as the world only meant for enjoyment, pleasure. Those people never think, they go by what we say, eat, drink, and be merry. So when I eat for the enjoyment, the time comes the object eats me. Objects eat me. That is known as bhoga. That is known as enjoyment. Now this sugar is, I was enjoying the sugar, now the sugar is enjoying me. What a great understanding. You see that? So this me and mine factor is known as illusion.
So it means that any object which I depend or it became mine, it's called some part of my consciousness.
Minus I'm meeting my physical needs consciously. I'm meeting my physical needs. So I'm sitting here in lotus pose with a couch. I'm meeting my physical needs. I have to sit for 5-6 hours. So there is no problem as far as the body is concerned when I sit here. So I'm not attached. So the me and mine factor is not there. So likes and dislikes will continue until we are not becoming aware of it. We are not becoming aware. The moment I become aware, I loosen the force of me and mine in the mind. We are not addicted with likes and dislikes. Again, the same word, COVID. The mind does not force me to have it. Again, go a little further. The mind does not create a pattern in the thoughts in the mind which takes my mind outside and create me and mine. And when that does not happen, that mind is free. You need not to worry whether mind will not wander, mind will not be distracted. You eat, you forget it. You drive, you forget it. Go to the office, you forget it. Definitely, you check your bank account regularly, but then you forget it because they are outside. They cannot come inside. They are situational, they are conditional. So that is what Krishna says, once I have an understanding, then, but if I'm totally engaged inward and forget for the sake of pleasure and enjoyment, my mind never thinks that object is not for enjoyment. That results into dis-ease, uncomfort. What is that uncomfort? Honey, you loved me yesterday, but today you have a different expression. I don't understand. So dis-ease, I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. But my mind says, no worries. After all, she is me and mine. So tomorrow again. Tomorrow she is good. Day after tomorrow, not good. So I created a new normal. Apply the same thing. Today I have money, tomorrow I don't have, so I'm uncomfortable. So that uncomfort is the disease. We are talking of a mental disease. But why I say that I don't have money? No, money is not there in the bank. Why should I say that I don't have the money? I'm uncomfortable with you. No. The uncomfort is there in the relationship. This has nothing to do with me. Car is broken. This has nothing to do with me. Car is broken. I'm not. That is what is known as dis-ease, discomfort at the physical level, at the mental level, at the emotional. And because I have that constant addiction of me and mine in the mind, so this disease at the mental level creates a delusion, wrong understanding, misunderstanding that I am not rich, or I am rich, or I have a big house, or I have a small house, or I am a single, or I am a married. It has nothing to do with I am. It has nothing to do with I am. Even I cannot say I am single or married. It is situational, it is conditional, with reference to the world outside. And that is the greatest delusion. So, first is bhoga, pleasure and enjoyment. That is why we say, now, oh yeah, we will come to yoga now. How do we define and understand yoga with reference to bhoga, means enjoyment, and disease? Now, redefine. Disease is that movement of mind wanting pleasure to be fulfilled fast, instantly, in order to receive happiness. Thinking that love is outside in the object, we forget and ignore something that I am. I have already created another I am. I am stressed with you, I am happy with you, you love me, I love you. No one loves me. Unnecessary. That love is purely an attachment based on the likes and dislikes. And disease and ease. At least, honey, you have been living with me, so I'm scared. Many people are scared not to divorce and remarry. No, at least I'm aware that, even if you make me uncomfortable, who knows? Sorry. Who knows if I marry someone who will give me more discomfort? So, better to pull on my life. So, there are others who do the opposite. What we are understanding, how do we understand yoga with reference to pleasure and enjoyment and disease? Then the things will become clear. That is our goal. So you wake up in the morning, you look at the honey, and the me and mind factor is already there. Now the delusion has taken over me. How should I act? What should be my behavior? What should be my attitude? What should be my response to that honey? Because now I'm in yoga. You go to the office. What should be your attitude, your behavior? Behavior and attitude means level of awareness. Because if I don't live with a higher level of awareness, the same thing, attachment, detachment, roga. I have already started the disease. My response. my behavior, my attitude, my level of awareness. I wake up in the morning. Now I am in yoga. My behavior and attitude is defined by my level of awareness that there is nothing me and mine. The world is not for the sake of pleasure and enjoyment. The world is safe for the sake of my evolution. My evolution. Sometime I have to tolerate. Sometime I have to leave the event as it is. Sometime I have to put that thought into action. The most important part, my friend, is that we should not be taught what to speak and what not to speak. It is already inside me. And still I do it. Still I speak what is not desired. Still I act what is not to be acted upon. I know. Everyone. For average intelligence, everyone knows. Someone inside forces me. That is what the vasana and sanskaras are. So it means behavior and attitude, level of awareness. Then I become aware of the dharma that is inbuilt in me. Dharma inbuilt in me. Whether you say it is Shreyas, Dharma, whatever it is. You can. So once I follow that Dharma, I drop the delusion. But I must get rid of this me and mine that creates a very big ego. No, no, no. I'm not going to say sorry. No, I'm the boss of the head of the family. You should listen to me. I know inside there is an inbuilt in me. I'm aware that I did something wrong. But I dare not to say sorry. And when I don't say it, I create a cycle. I'm giving one example. It varies from situation to situation. So, people cannot get it directly what we are talking now. That situation is outside, condition is outside, person is outside, object is outside. But the me and mine relates instantly. I am stressed because of you. I'm happy because of you. I'm happy because of this condition. I'm a rich guy. Rich or poor, it has nothing to do with I am. Stressed or not stressed, it has nothing to do with I am. Because mind do not understand it easily. Patanjali says practice external yoga. Now come to, again, we are focusing on yoga. What is yoga? External yoga, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara. Look that they take care of this attachment and detachment. They take care of the disease and they take care of the delusion. Pratyahara, withdrawal. So the Patanjali is talking of these diseases. Patanjali is not talking of physical diabetes. Manage your diabetes by yoga. Come on. He is not talking of manage your asthma by breathe pranayama. He is talking of these diseases. That is why he started yama niyama. Huh? Yama niyama has nothing to do with asthma or diabetes. So he says you have to start thinking what you should do for yourself, what you should do for others. Niyama, the same universal laws. Yama, what I should do for myself. Krishna says what is external yoga is karma yoga. That is what we discussed. Under karma yoga, everything comes. Barring little, it also comes that I should experience the steadiness in the body before doing internal yoga. Internal yoga is meditation. There are no impressions left for me after going to the office, talking to the wife, buying lot of stuff. No impression left means that no me and mine, no likes and dislikes. So I have done karma yoga. Now I am sitting with eyes closed. I can start internal yoga easily. Whether you are doing yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, but if you are not understanding this part, this mental movement, nothing is going to happen. So Krishna summarized karma, you are already doing karma, so add karma yoga. Yoga, behavior, attitude, state of the mind, follows the shreyas and the dharma. Now I am performing my action. I know that once I leave, I have performed the action, the result is based on the universal law. It will not go up, it will follow. Even if I might desire, let it go up, it will not. Do you see that? I performed an action, finished. What a great. I don't become aware of this. Because I don't become aware, so I desire fruits. Because I am not aware of it, so I become the doer. I want to be an enjoyer. What a great thing. So yama, niyama, or pranayama, asana, pratyahara, they raise my level of awareness that me and mine is now gone. That is why I am now ready for meditation. This is what Krishna talks in the 6th chapter. We are doing totally in a different way, so to have a clarity. We can also see that every action is born out of mind. It comes from the mind. Every action may be internal or external. What does it mean? I'm speaking. The mind is responsible. Speech is external. You can say it is a physical action. I start walking, go to the restroom, eat my food. So this is desire, or the thought comes into the mind and it is translated into external action. I pointed out in many practices also how I pointed out the mind working on the mind and the mind working on the body, breath, intellect, ego, desire. It is an external action. And the mind is working on the mind. Mind is free from working on the body, breath, intellect, and ego, mantra, no. All of those. Two things. So everything comes out of the mind. A thought came that let me take a glass of water, so that is expressed as a physical action. Now, when the mind is working on the mind, we have two options. Can you think of the two? One is definitely meditation. I choose an object of meditation. Shiva, so I'm doing it mentally, so it means I'm not taking the help even of the body and the breath. So it's the mind is working on Om Namah Shivaya. I chose an object of meditation. But when the mind chooses an object, that is the problem. The mind will always choose an object with reference to the past. Example of worry. So worry is an object of meditation, and you are getting worried inside. See that? You did not choose. You don't want to choose. Are you understanding? When you have a very clarity about the meditation, then you know that it's very easy to meditate. Your mind chose an object regret of the past, coming from the vasana and sanskaras. Do you see that? What a beautiful way to understand this. It reveals, oh, so in meditation I choose Om Namah Shivaya. Mind chooses worry. So what should I do now in meditation? The way you do while driving on the highway. Did you get it? You are driving on the highway for your destination. Huh? That's why you have already pre-decided it is an object. Other cars are coming to you. Save yourself from other cars. Keep a safe distance. Keep a safe distance with the worries. Don't fight with the worries. Moment you fight with it, you are fighting on the highway with other cars. Are you getting it? You see, that mind should be prepared. By karma yoga, we prepare that mind. Whether you prepare by yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, mantra, etc., or you prepare directly by karma. You're driving the car, you are doing karma yoga. But you have a destination. Clear. That's why you are driving on the highway. Other cars are also there. It has to be there. It will be there. Mental highway. As long as the sanskaras are there, something will pop up. So I need not to fight. I keep myself on the highway. So these thoughts popping up from the sanskaras, they do not disturb me. They raise my awareness. No, that is not my way. Here is a way. So no thought disturbs me now. Come on, no thought. or thought of a sexual desire, thought of having money or not. No outer condition disturbs me. Are you getting it? That meditation always succeeds. Not only succeeds, but it will keep moving you in a higher and a higher state. You are so much casual. You know driving. You're driving on a destination. You're so much casual and smooth. I I was a rider. When you were driving, you're so casual, talking. Focus. Destination, object of meditation is very clear. Not concerned about. We talked about the scene and everything. No worries. Vasana and sanskaras cause worries only because of me and mine. Level of no, not me and mine. So then what? I don't have money. Outer condition. Money is not there in the bank. It has nothing to do with I am. How simple it is. From the bhoga, no. He has bhoga, roga, and then we come directly to yoga. Patanjali says yoga is meditation. Why he says? When I do not pay attention to the first three states, wandering mind, crazy mind, and obsessed mind, they are just other cars running on the same highway. Ekagrata, the fourth state, when we say focused or one pointed, I know my destination. That is not a focus. That is not a focus of your Katya, modern psychology. That is a natural, what I'm doing, I'm doing. So Patanjali says, you minimize the occurrence of the first three states, there is a natural. How you minimize? You don't care. Why you care? Because of the three diseases. Miss Universe is living next door, but until you relate it to me and mine, then only the mind will go there. Otherwise, oh Miss Universe, let it be there. Who cares? Oh, I met a Bollywood celebrity star. You meet anyone? Are you a star or not? That is more important. So then what happens? What happens? You're driving, other cars are also there. You're not at all concerned about the, you're not me and mine with other cars. Then there is a smooth driving. And that smooth driving of the mind, Patanjali says, uninterrupted flow of the mind is meditation. Tatra pratyek tanata dhyana. It is purely a mental activity. Purely a mental activity. You don't see any distraction even if the thoughts are there. Even if the vasana and sanskars are there. Otherwise, there will be a struggle. we have a lot of confusion. If all the vasanas are removed, then I will be absorbed into meditation. Then there will be no success. Without meditation, you cannot remove the sanskaras. See that? So there is no. I picked up this topic because you started with I am. So first type of meditation is that I have an object of meditation and I pursue it. I reach to the uninterrupted flow of the mind. Right?
But object of meditation should be real self.
That comes at the second stage. That is what we have started talking. In the beginning, we say Om Namah Shivaya is an object of meditation. Who is Shiva? It is within me. Where it is always present in me. Why it is not there? Because my mind has created already me and mine. I do not say Shiva is me and mine. So it becomes easy for the mind to follow this. So once we have an uninterrupted flow of the mind, then you say, I am real self. Mind says yes. So that is purely choiceless awareness. I am real self, there is no choice. I am stressed or I'm happy or I'm rich or I'm poor, I'm husband or I'm wife. I am 80 years old or I'm 40 years old. Nothing of that. Until then, we have to keep an object. So there are two meditation, lower meditation and then higher meditation. But even this uninterrupted flow is a very higher state of meditation. Very higher state of meditation. Then you say Shivoham. Yes. Finished. When you say I'm husband, the mind, because of the universal law, prompts you 1,000,000 thoughts. Okay, she's my honey, but she's my honey if. So here comes many stages when we say that I am the real self. Many stages means that then mind has to discover I am a part of the whole. A lot of other stuff comes. I am a part or the whole. If I am part, that is constantly changing, that belongs to me and mine, but I am whole all the time. Part means constantly changing. I am peace. So there should not be an element of anxiety, duality, conflict. You experience anxiety in the mind but peace inside. Fatigue in the body, peace inside. Like this, there are many stages, but that becomes natural to us. That I am is never lost. That I am is impersonal. When I say I am stressed because of one situation, one condition, one object, one person. So that is not my personal I. It is because of the situation condition. Oh, there is a storm and I'm upset. Why the hell you are upset? Storm is outside. Storm is outside. I am fatigued. No, I am not fatigued. Don't make it personal. This body belongs to the existence. Body will follow the existence. You eat vegan, you eat 50 food supplements. This body has to follow the existence. One day it will leave. You may delay or little bit extend the aging process, but this body has to go. Body is not personal. Money that I have is not personal. Send all the money to me because it is not personal. It's not personal. Body, when the body is not personal, then any object or person outside is not personal. Last point, this is most important. But Shiva is not personal to me. Everything is personal. That is a great struggle. That we have to bring the mind again and again onto this knowledge. This Shiva is personal to me. Krishna is personal to me. Or Jesus is personal to me. Because mind does not allow. It has already created me and mine. It has already created the delusion. So people do not have a clarity, so they remain in doubt. Why the hell I should do Om Namah Shiva? You do it because you think that Shiva is not personal, everything is personal. I am stressed personal. I am single personal. I am married personal. I am rich personal. I am poor personal. I am 50 years old, that is personal. Everything is personal that is causing me the worry except the Shiva. So when I make the Shiva personal, Shiva is not going to give me stress. So the mind will drop these three diseases. That is what the first part of the meditation is. So link all the last, today is the third and the last two. We are going closely and understanding. And then what you do, you simply sit down. Now I understand what is personal and what is impersonal. Then you simply sit with eyes open or closed and like you drive your car. So the mind is focused on the destination. Mentally, with eyes open or closed, mentally you say Om Namah Shiva. Other thoughts will come, you just watch them casually, naturally, with eyes open or. So when you do it with eyes open, you know how to be into the same state when you are going to talk to your honey, living in relationship, living in the business, or driving the car. There also. Oh, only Shiva is personal. I see the glitters outside. I know, mind, you are going there. Thank you. Oh, Namah Shiva. I have to appreciate if the car is beautiful. Yes, this car is beautiful. This girl is beautiful. But Om Namah Shiva. Now only Shiva is personal. Now only Krishna is personal. Because we cannot reach to real self directly. So that's why we followed the path. At least, we should make it clear to the mind. So we have an uninterrupted flow. And once we have an uninterrupted flow, then we can proceed further.